Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here, and I'm coming at you from another episode of PrimeCraft Season 2. I am just underground here, lighting up this ravine because Vidargavia and I think Refiner's Fire is going to help. We are going to be building a mob farm today, so I'm going to keep lighting this stuff up, and hopefully in a little bit we'll be ready to get going. And there's a lot of mobs down here.
All right, so we have been talking over what sort of farm we're going to make. At first we looked at Il Mango's mob farm, which looks really shiny and neat and stuff like that. But it requires 128 dispensers. I don't have that much string. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. So, and then I have this pal on YouTube, IQ. You can go and check out his channel. He made a creeper only farm a little while ago, which is very similar to El Mango's farm, but instead of using dispensers and water to collect the stuff, he uses a rail line. And so we're going to go and do that. So we're going to have the bottom of the farm, and then we're going to have a rail line, and then we're going to have magma blocks, and then we're going to have 20 or 25 blocks up. And then the platforms are going to come, and the platforms are going to look like this. So they're going to have a dispenser in the middle, go out 8 blocks in all directions, so they form a diamond shape. And then above each dispenser, there is a observer, like that. And what that means is that when we update this top observer up here, observe what happens. All the dispensers fire. Because that's a block update that powers that dispenser, and that dispenser shooting out an item powers that observer, or updates that observer, which powers that dispenser, and so on and so forth. And I think that's the whole thing. That's what we're going to build, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty simple and effective. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. And we're going to build it starting at that pillar out there. There you go.
So we're building out the bottom platform. This is where the rails are going to go. This is a 19 by 19, I think. I'm pretty sure. 9 on each side.
Spiders are idiots, right? And they might not die when they land here. And they might try and climb off and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
We need to have like a square here with water flowing into here. See what I mean? So we need to have like a platform like this, all the way over, and then on all the 4 sides with water flowing towards our shiny platform.
You mean right here or one up? Isn't this where the rails are going?
Oh yeah. It's not going to flow here. I'm just trying to think of ways for us, because the thing is, if we build these platforms on this level as well, that'll be excellent for us to have like a collection system and whatnot and stuff like that. Yeah. So we might as well chuck them up here as well, I thought. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So from here we're gonna pillar up. How far are we gonna? Do we want to pillar up? What's the classical mob farm pillaring upping?
I thought you said 22 or 23 blocks. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do 23. I mean, if they're dead or if they're very dead, I don't care, just as long as they're dead, right?
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we have built the first platform. So let's go through this whole thing, right? We have these rails going into this unloader. We're going to have a hopper minecart. Mobs are going to fall onto this magma and die. We have built the first platform up there. So that's fine. And then we're going to build, I don't know, 10?
That sounds good.
Yep. Platforms and install some water, stuff like that, like we showed before down there. But now I think we're going to first of all mirror this here on the magma block layer and add some water as well. So the water is going to flow onto the magma blocks, but we're going to have pressure plates here all along the outside, which will prevent it from... Stop taking damage, AC.
Well, I was just curious if you took damage to the pressure plate, and the answer is yes.
You do, yeah. So we're going to place these in, right? And magma blocks look so cool in the night when it's raining. Just F-Y-I-Y. F-Y-I? Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so water's going to flow to these, but not into the magma blocks themselves. That's the idea. So we're going to have water right above the unloading station, just so you know, AC.
Okay.
Makes me nervous. Alright. First things first, though, I think we need to move all our stuff again.
Alright. Alright, guys, so this is where we're at. We got 10 levels here. Vidargavia's putting on the roof up top here. And once we get this roof in place, we're going to put a clock on so that this observer guy gets updated. And as you saw earlier, when this one gets updated, they all get updated. And then, of course, we'll have to put in water buckets and stuff like that. But, alright. I'm going to sleep this storm away and then get back to work.
Slab.
And how far out do we need to make the slabs, I guess?
5, I think. Well, that's what he did in the video. We'll have to try it.
Okay.
It's 5 or more. Let's put it like that. Do you want some slabs?
I have some.
On this level. So, light level. 3 sky. Light level 9 sky. That's too high. So I reckon we need to go out 1 more.
Alright.
Stuck. Right. We have 2 clocks. We have made a redstone thing that is probably way overcomplicated here.
We're redstone geniuses is what we are.
Yeah. If you don't understand this, it's because we're like the Leonardo da Vinci's of redstone.
Right.
Okay, so we have 2 ether hopper clocks here, right? And one of them locks the other one. So, and the reason we have 2 is because this here has quite a lot of items in it. This determines the interval between water. All right, and this second hopper clock determines the interval of water, so how long the water is going to stay out for, basically. So yeah, that's it. So basically, when this hopper clock has this redstone block in this position, this line is powered, and you saw it unpowered there. And when it's powered, it locks this hopper, so this hopper clock doesn't do anything. But now this hopper clock does things, and when it has its redstone block in the outer position compared to now, it will power this line and go into this piston, which will fire the observer and thus do the whole thing. That's it, isn't it?
Ah, it's pretty simple.
Yes, but obviously, if we had turned these hopper clocks around, so we had the hoppers on this side and the redstone block here, all of this wiring that goes around here like a snake wouldn't have, strictly speaking, been necessary. But I think we have a working system now, though. Yeah,
I think so. I think it's time for water buckets.
Yeah, water buckets, and then we can sort of fiddle with the exact amount of items in the hoppers and so on later on. To our heart's content. So let's see, there are 10 floors, man. Do you want to have 10 buckets so we don't have to keep going up and down?
Yeah, we have to. We'd have to put a bucket in the dispenser.
Oh yeah, in fact, yeah.
All right, guys, we're back, and if you could see, looks like the farm is all pretty much complete. We've got some weird things going on with the clocks up top, but that's just a matter of messing with the timings, I think, and we can do that off camera. But yeah, as you saw, that spider just fell down and died right away. So there's some bones there, and if you hop down over here, you can actually access the chest, which will probably be expanding, but this thing's working pretty good, don't you think?
I think it's looking good. I think we have others. Well, Skoozi is online. He has a farm of his own, so he's probably hogging our spawn rates a bit. And I think we need to do some caving and some lighting up of the area. Not that that matters at the moment, but in the nights that'll affect it as well. So
yeah.
it'll become a little bit more efficient. And also, I think the timing is actually on lowering the rates quite a lot. So once we fix that, we'll be rolling in raw flesh, rotten flesh.
Yeah, I think so.
And we need to figure out an AFK spot. But I think that'll be above the farm is probably best. For now, anyway. However, it should run when we're just running about down here as well. And some things should keep trickling in, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there's a nice skeleton here with golden armor. He's about to die. Most of the mobs seems to die when they fall down, right? Oh, that was a good haul. Which I don't mind that. And then some, like that spider that we saw, they get taken out by the magma blocks. But we have yet to have anything that has survived anyway, so...
Yeah, that's always good.
Yep. Alright. Job done, man.
Alright. And it's raining again.
Yes.
Alright, everybody. I'm up here. I'm at the AFK platform that we built for the farm. It's pretty high up above the top here. And if you look down, we're actually high enough up that no mobs can really spawn anywhere except for, I guess, on this little island right here and this little bit right here. So we'll have to go and put some torches out there or something like that. But yeah, I guess I've just been up here while I've been editing some videos. So let's hop down and see what we got going on. I've probably only been about an hour or so, maybe less. But we can go check it out just to see what kind of rates we're getting. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And we got some glowstone and redstone, so we are getting witches and stuff like that, so that's good. Looks like we're getting all the mobs. Spiders, skeletons, zombies, witches. So yeah, everything but endermen, which is fine, because we have a whole other farm for that. And I've also kind of been down here cleaning up the community farm area a bit, just to kind of... I don't know, make it a little... There's boats everywhere, so I broke most of them and put them all in this chest here. And Vidargavia gave us some melons so we could add to the community farm area also. And I redid this whole melon and pumpkin thing because they were kind of just along the edge here, and it was not the greatest, because sometimes, you know, if you've got, you know, two stalks here, like in a corner, if one were to grow... like right here, it would take up both the stalks, so having them in a straight line is a little bit more efficient. Also, if you didn't know, if you have Silk Touch on your axe, you can just pick up the whole melon instead of breaking it apart into pieces. So that's a lot better, I think, because you don't lose... You know, you only get a few melon slices if you just break them normally. But with the Silk Touch, you get all of them at once, so that's pretty sweet. So we can go ahead and grab these and add them to the chest. You also don't need water to hydrate this soil. I mean, the only thing I think that water does for melon and pumpkins is make the stalks grow faster. And since we got bone meal, I didn't really need that. It does look like they're hydrated just because they're close to the water, but that's something to keep in mind if you're building your own farm. You don't need to actually have water there. And alright, I think I want to free these sheep also. Because they've been stuck in these boats for a while. I think they just wandered too close to them. So we'll go ahead and throw these in here as well. Yeah, I think that's all I really got for this episode. I know it's kind of a shorter one. I'm sorry about that. I know the last one was a bit longer, so it kind of makes up for it, I suppose. Go ahead and light this up. Alright, so these are all lit up now. I think that should help with our rates a little bit. Probably not too much, but, you know, when you're up there, I think you're high enough up that nothing else can really spawn except for in those spots. And even the slime farm, I think, is too far away for any slimes to spawn in there while you're up at that top platform. So we should be good to go now. The other thing I did, I guess, was I moved the chest for these crops over here. So all that stuff is now over here. And this is all temporary, of course. We're going to be adding more permanent farms, probably with villagers for that stuff, and then obviously a big like melon pumpkin farm with pistons and stuff later. But yeah, as I said, I think we'll go ahead and call that an episode. So if you guys liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. Also check the description for Ikiliu's video. I'm going to try to remember to put a link to that down there so you can get an actual tutorial for that mob farm. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.